Welcome, author of Barack Like Me, David Alan Grier.
Kiss again.
Now listen.
Yes, ma'am. First of all, I gotta apologize. I'm wearing a yellow sweater, sitting on a yellow couch, so
It's not good.
I know I look like a yield sign, but let us continue, ladies. Let us continue.
Well, David, let me ask you this question.
Yes.
One of the things you say in the book is that being mixed race is now cool.
Yes.
Everyone wants to be mixed.
Yes.
Is that true?
I think there's a fascination, you know.
Tell me why.
First of all, most black people I know are mixed. You know, my great-grandmother was half white, but for a while we were half Indian.
Right.
You know, change your story up, you know. It's, for me, really, what's fascinating and trying to find the humor in is the cultural mix of America. You know, we live in a society, I think, if it looks like a duck, if it walks like a duck, it's a duck. So if you look like a, quote, black person, talk like a black person, you must be black. But it's more complicated than that.
Right.
Usually, most of us are mixed with different
Like
cultures.
President
Yes.
Obama.
Absolutely.
Is a perfect example
My
of
daughter.
that.
My daughter's of mixed race.
Right.
You know? Yeah. And for me, I talk about it in the book, you know, there's that moment when, during the primaries, the pundits, you know, all of a sudden they started, let's do these numbers again. You know, Barack Obama could actually win this nomination. And I just burst into tears. I'm like, you know, weeping, looking at my daughter, because I realized her world will be totally different than mine, you know, and in that moment, and it was amazing. It was incredible.
Well, your world is different from your grandparents and your parents too, no?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, I grew up listening. Yeah, yeah.
This one was.
This was a big
This
one.
is the grand mamma jamma of change.
Yeah.
It is. It felt like a. I say it felt like a marathon.
Right.
And all of a sudden, it was a 50-yard sprint. And it was over. You know, so it was like that.
There was a lot of controversy over this term, the Magic Negro.
Yes.
And then there was a black author who wrote about it, and then Rush Limbaugh picked it up, and you talk about it in your book. You talk about the Magic Negro.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that? Can you explain?
Well, I wanted to clarify. I mean, because the Magic Negro is a powerless person. He's a stereotypic character that we've seen in movies.
Right.
He's a mysterious, all-knowing black person that comes out of the ether, usually no family, and advises the white character how to better their life, and then disappears.
Right.
You know, much like a spirit, you know, and we've all seen Bagger Vance or The Green Mile, you know, I just want to heal you, boss.
Yeah, it takes
you know, and he goes, Jasper, how do you know all this about physics? I can't tell you, boss. I can just give you the answer. And then he's gone. It's like, thanks, Jasper. Yeah, that's the Magic Negro. And I say, exactly. Barack Obama is not the Magic Negro because he has all the power. He is president.
Well, he also
So,
never
you know,
disappears. He's on
exactly,
TV constantly.
Exactly.
David, I know you